So in short, the bill is about, like it says, the protection of housing consumers. So what it boils down to is that any builder needs to comply with certain standards. He also needs to be a part of an association. And as you know, there are certain compliance issues relating to when houses are supposed to be handed over to residents and tenants. So all these matters are now supposed to be protecting the consumer and people who own houses. The big question is, however, what the role of, let's say, municipalities are going to be. We know that municipalities aren't always able to comply themselves with certain bylaws, and there are certain municipalities that don't even have bylaws currently. So the question is, how is this going to play down in municipalities? But that's something we will definitely draft in the report. But basically, it's supposed to, on paper, protect any person who buys a house, who gets a house from a governmental scheme. From here on, we are going to sit in the committee and look at the inputs from the community, and then draft a report. And we need to, let's say, sign the report, which will be given to the Free State Legislature for mandate to be able to go and vote on it in the National Council of Provinces. But shortly, the question is the implementation of all these measures by the department. We'll have to see whether it will really have an impact on housing consumers.
Okay, you said you guys have now 2 weeks deliberating on this issue. You have been engaging with communities. Take us through the most complaints that the legislature committee has received from communities.
From our view, it's not necessarily on the act itself. We see that people are coming to especially complain about housing services they get in the municipality and even from the department. So clearly there are issues that needs to be attended to within municipalities and even within the provincial and national department. So basically people are just complaining about why are they not receiving their housing rights as soon as possible. We've heard about a lady who's been asking for a house for 30 years and she has not received anything yet. We know of student housing that is a problem in, let's say, in Mangaung, in the sense that people are just building and rebuilding and renovating these municipal houses or houses in municipalities, but not abiding to legal frameworks. We've seen it in Bloemfontein happening there. So ultimately, you know, your community also needs to be protected from these people who just renovate these homes just to make a few rands from it. But ultimately, people need houses, and that were the complaints we've heard in these past 2 weeks.